Hi everyone and welcome back to Lori's Crafty Corner. Today's layout is for the Shimmerz design team and I'll be using the October color kits. Now you can pick those up. I'll leave you the link in the description box below. But it's very much on the spooky side. It's very Halloweeny, the colors, but I was able to make a regular layout. So the first thing that I do is I add clear gesso sort of at the center horizontally, and then I go ahead and start adding my color. Well, after it's dry, of course. And the colors that you get are Carrot Top, Black Magic, Thunderstorm, Don't Lyman, I'm Not Lyman, and Plum Tuckered Out. Some of these you do have to prep by adding some water and mixing them up, but either way, they are gorgeous. So these are the two pictures that I'm going to be documenting, and they're perfect because they have that same green from the I'm Not Lyman. They have orange, they have dark spots, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen. So I trimmed these pictures down. I start looking for a couple of orange embellishments, and I go adding brush strokes. This is Black Magic, and I add four brush strokes with that. I do the same thing with Thunderstorm, and I add, I think it's 5. Actually no, 7 7 strips of that gorgeous Thunderstorm color. And finally I splatter a bit of the Black Magic at the tops of the Black Magic, and then I go in with Carrot Top. So the 3 colors that I use from the kits are Carrot Top, Black Magic, and Thunderstorm. I splatter a bit of the Carrot Top at the top and bottom of each of the orange areas. Make sure that everything's filled in. And then I set it aside to dry. I'm going to work with the I'm Not Lyman. And let's see. Oh yeah, so this cut file, when you purchase the color kit, you do get a packet of dots and a cut file. The cut file is titled Spooky, but since it didn't go with the overall title, with the overall theme of my layout, I chose this cut file. I'll link it down below. It's from the Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file shop over on Etsy, and it says Hello Love, but I'm going to alter it. It's going to be Hello School Love. I'm matting my pictures with this orange school paper from the Simple Stories School Life collection. I thought about adding that paper with the books, but it just broke off from the color scheme way too much, so I decided against it. I added some craft foam beneath my pictures to pop them up. And then I bring in a craft piece of cardstock, white cardstock, and add a swatch of I'm Not Lyman. This is what I'm going to use to add that gorgeous greenish color beneath the cut file. So I'm going to back the cut file with that. I go ahead and start gluing things down, especially my pictures. That's where the title is going to be. I start pulling out, as I mentioned, orangish, green, purple, no, not purple. I focused more on black, green, gray, and orange embellishments. I got this frame piece from the These Days collection by Coco Vanilla. I'm going to color it with the Plum Tuckered Out and Thunderstorm in just a bit. So I colored the inside is purple, Plum Tuckered Out, and the outside I add a bit of that gorgeous gray color. There you can see like that, just like that. And then I cut it at an angle, so I have 2 L-shaped two L-shaped embellishments, and I do use them up in a bit, not a bit, in an angle beneath, at the top and beneath my pictures. You'll see what I mean in just a bit. I add a couple of craft foam beneath it to pop up my cut file. Just like so. I add my title in, and then I start to work on adding the other embellishments. I add stickers, chipboard stickers, I add ephemera pieces. I try to balance things out in terms of color here and there. And also in terms of shapes, I also try to play around with it. And really, I just love how this layout turned out, because sometimes when we look at a color kit or at a particular collection, it's like, oh, but that belongs to this theme, and I don't really do that theme, but you can really use the colors or papers from a collection for something different. In this case, this was very much like a Halloween-y color kit, but I made it work for sort of like an educational layout. And I hope that you're able to do the same. See, this is where I cut up that frame, and I stick them down at an angle. Here I am just playing around, not playing around, actually sticking them down, actually sticking all the embellishments down, popping them on craft foam. Sometimes I even shift them this way or that. I pop up the corners of those frames, and I thought about using these black sprigs from the Coco Vanilla Studios These Days foam stickers, but just didn't work. But I do grab a couple of sprigs from the floral die cut packet and just place them here and there because they have the perfect blue, the perfect green and the perfect gray color. Added a couple of florals here and there just to fill in, those little empty spaces. Added a couple more flowers here and there, just to fill in things. And sometimes it's like that. You start adding embellishments here and there, and it's like, I'm not done yet. And you keep adding more and more and more until we are happy with the result. And that's what happened here. I even added that greenish butterfly there. One more flower on the left-hand side, and on the left-hand side of that flower and the left-hand side of those eyeglasses. I go ahead and splatter some I'm not liming. And then I go crazy splattering. I do the same with the purple. This is plum tuckered out. I just go crazy adding splatters all around the layout. Just like so. Finally, I do add the dots. I only used the green and the orange one. The black one I didn't use because it was like a moon with bats on it, and it just didn't go with the color scheme. Not color scheme, with the theme. And yeah, here are the close-ups. I love how this layout turned out. I love it. It's crazy. It's mixed media heavy. It has lots of things, and I've used the color kit in a different manner. So I hope I've inspired you. Be sure to check out the description box below for all the necessary links, and I'll see you back soon with another process.